Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Aquaman from the Flashpoint storyline. This is a gold label Target exclusive. As always, we're going to be taking a look at the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So, let's take a look at the front of the box. This side, the back, pretty cool art. The other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, you do come with a card. This is the front of the card looks like. The back of the card. It does come with this trident, which I almost dropped it. Pretty cool, clean looking trident. Not much detail on the trident. It's clean looking. You guys can see that little detail there, and it does easily flex. Most likely this is going to warp similar to the other one right there. You can see that warp right there. It comes with a regular stand that he's on, and of course this is the Build-A-Figure for Cyborg, so I won't show too much of it because again, when I build the Cyborg I'll definitely do a more in-depth review of it or review of this. But so far this torso piece looks really cool, man. I'm really digging it. I'm really looking forward to the Cyborg. He's going to be tall and massive. And yeah, man, he's going to look really cool. So I dig it. I'm looking forward to it. Now let's take a look at Aquaman. This is an interesting figure. And I say interesting because, well, you'll see. So the first part, let's take a look at the head sculpture. And I got to say, the head sculpture looks really good. It does have that mark on his face right there too. The blue eyes. Again, I'm a sucker for white eyes. The blue eyes look okay. The mouthpiece looks really good. The detail in the paint, that gloss on his tongues look really well. That hair sculpture is clean. Not much going on in the hair sculpture. But the paint, again, simple. There's a little bit of like dark browns to it on the hair. I don't know if my camera can pick it up. There you go. There you go. You can see that right there. A little bit of dark brown on there. Make the hair kind of pop a little bit. But again, that face sculpture looks really good. And again, that paint on his face. Look at that paint on his cheeks. Of course, that teeth, his tongue look really good. Facial expression looks good up close. And this is kind of where a lot of people make fun of this figure or the head sculptures, because up close, it looks good. It's like, okay, you can dig it. But far away, it kind of almost looks like a zombified type of like character. Yeah, you ever see the movies where they have like a horror movie where they have like a really big mouth and they have like all black inside their mouth? It kind of looks like that from a distance. See that? From a distance, it looks like it's one of those like horror films, like villains where when they scream, they make a big loud noise and you can see their mouth. That's what it looks like from a distance. But when you look up close, you can kind of understand the sculpture design. So that's where the kind of issue with this figure is. From a distance, head sculpture looks like a horror film, a character. From up close, okay, it looks really detailed. So it is what it is. Head articulation is a little stiff, but it's not the greatest. Maybe again, mine just could be stiff. And up down, wow, there's hardly any movement. So in terms of left right, not a lot. Up down, nothing at all. It could just be my figure. So overall though, I gotta say the head sculpture looks good. The paint looks good, but unfortunately, the shadow on his face from a distance, like I said, it just looks like a villain from a horror movie. So anyways, shoulder articulation, it's good. Bicep, good. Elbows, good. Wrist, let's see if we can wrist. Wow, it's pretty stiff. Good. Torso, it's a little stiff. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good torso articulation. So overall, I gotta see the upper body articulation. It's pretty good. I can't complain. And of course, the sculpture design looks very good. I do like this material on him. It looks really cool. Also reminds me of Captain America, but Captain America has this kind of material to it as well too. And I gotta say though, the paint looks really good. That black right here looks fantastic with that gold outline. Just makes it really pop. You can see that right. My camera's being a little picky today, but that gold right there, you see that right here? It looks really good. And of course, the Aquaman patch right there in gold. That looks fantastic. You get the pouch here for his trident, where you can put it on like, I believe it's like this, right? Let's see if I can put it on. Bear with me. I'm putting it on. I don't want to break it and this is pretty stiff. I don't know how you can put this on because there's hardly any room there. Yeah, so either that or I don't know, unless there's some other way, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna fit in here because if you look at the hole, it's not. Yeah, I think it does fit in there. You just kind of force it in there. So keep that in mind, though. So I'm not gonna put it on him in the back, but like I said, though, that gold right there looks really good. The bag, you got that pouch right in there too. I like how it kind of moves around and it has a little bit of gold on there too. Again, very subtle things, but looks fantastic. Also around his neck as well too. That gold just really does pop and it makes you look really good. I really dig it, man. Unfortunately, this side does not have a patch. It is what it is, though. But again, that black with that gold outline looks fantastic, man. I really, really dig this one. So, of course, the main question is, how do I like the upper body? I dig it. I think the upper body looks good. Head sculpture, I mean, the paint, up close, it looks good. Like, up close right here, like I said, it looks good. But from a distance, it looks a little funny. So, but overall, can't hate on it. Then you have that belt on there too. You got that Aquaman logo. You got the nice gold as well too, all across. And it has a little bit of design on there too, which I really, really like. Leg articulation, it's good. Knees, good. Ankles, good. Toes, of course, good. Now, in terms of the leg detail, I mean, it's clean looking. It's very similar to the comic. Aquaman legs or lower torso has never been like very detailed. So it looks good. It has a little fin on there too, right? And of course that paint though, I was going to mention that. The paint looks fantastic. That black and that gold, it just looks, my bad. That black and that gold looks fantastic. Just even from a distance, that gold just pops, man. That's what I like about it. Now, unfortunately, my figure, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the left leg is kind of right here. It kind of goes out a little bit. This is straight. This one goes out. See that right there? It's unfortunate mine came like that, but it is what it is. Not that big of a deal for me. But overall, though, I gotta say that paint on the lower looks good. Just that one stripe of gold. Again, very subtle, but it looks so good, even from a distance, man. I really, really dig it. I really dig it. Now, of course, the main question is this worth it? Should you go out there and purchase this one? For the retail price of $25. Personally, I want to say heck yeah. I really like this figure. Looks fantastic. I know the head sculpture it's a deal breaker for some. I can get it. I completely get it. But to me though, you get a decent looking trident, right? Nothing too crazy. And you get a really good looking figure. And again, that black and that gold look fantastic. You got the little patch right there. It gives it extra look to it. Also has a little pouch right there too. Even if you don't use it, just having it on here, it gives it an extra style to it. And it's a good looking figure, man. And the head sculpture and paint, it looks good as well too. Even though, like I said, from the distance. But overall, would I recommend it? Absolutely, man. And I think, to me, McFarlane did a really good job with Aquaman, the Flashpoint one. So to me, this is a thumbs up for me. I really dig it. I think it's a good looking figure. A great addition to the DC Multiverse. And yeah, so to me, Aquaman Flashpoint, the gold label, Target exclusive. Thumbs up for me. Here we have the Flashpoint Thomas Wayne unmasked. So you guys can see a great addition to the DC Multiverse. Another Flashpoint figure. So here we have, like I said, Thomas Wayne and, of course, Aquaman. And this is back in the day where Batman came with, well, you know what it is, because I don't want to say it because I might get in trouble. But anyway, but here we go. We have Aquaman, Flashpoint, and then, of course, Thomas Wayne, Batman, Flashpoint. Here we have a figure that not many people like. I think it's a cool figure. Just the head sculpture, in my opinion, is a bit of an issue. But we have Aquaman from the Justice League movie. This is a Zack Snyder one, I believe. Justice League movie wave. And you can see the height difference. Definitely a lot taller. The head sculpture, I think, to me, is a big issue. Everything else, though, I think it's a cool looking figure. I think it's very sculpted well. The paint's good. You got that bronze kind of look to it. And I like it. I think it looks really, really cool. It's just the head sculpture is kind of the issue. But other than that, though, I dig it. And you can really see the high comparison between these two Aquaman. But like I said, this is Aquaman from the Justice League Zack Snyder movie wave. Here we have Ocean Master from, I believe it's the New 52 or Rebirth. I always forget, but let me know in the comment section which one it is. But we have Ocean Master and, of course, Aquaman from the Flashpoint. Both look fantastic. I do like that material on there, too. Again, it reminds me of Captain America. And again, great addition to the DC Multiverse, man. I really, really dig it. I'm glad they made a Flashpoint one, and I'm glad they're giving more love to Aquaman. I wish they make more. Aquaman is really not popular, but really strong character. Very underrated. But nonetheless, so we have Ocean Master. Of course, we have to bring on here. This is Aquaman from the, I believe it's Endless Winter. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we have Aquaman Endless Winter, which I believe is in the winter, and of course Aquaman from the Flashpoint. And of course, yes, it is an identical figure in terms of the sculpture of the body. The head sculpture, obviously, it's different, but everything else, it is identical. There are some differences in terms of this Aquaman compared to this one. One is going to be that patch. This one doesn't have it. This one does. Obviously, the pouch or whatever you want to call it. And you could, I like that gold. So you see, having the outline right here on the gold looks really good. This is just solid green. Again, it doesn't stand out. But everything else is pretty much identical in terms of the sculpture design. The legs are pretty much identical. Again, the paint is going to be the big difference. And of course, the head sculpture. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't be surprised if people head swap this one to here. Just because of that face sculpture. Because I know some people don't like this paint on this head sculpture. But overall, though, here we have both of them. Here we have, like I said, Aquaman and, of course, Aquaman from Endless Winter and, of course, Aquaman from the Flashpoint. And to me, they both look good. But if you were to ask me which of the two I prefer, I'm going to go for the Flashpoint one. That black and gold, very subtle, right? Very subtle, but it really looks good and it really does pop. Especially right here. The outline, it just pops. Look at this one, Aquaman, it's just black. Again, I know this is traditional from the comics. I get it. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, which one looks better overall? In my opinion, I'll go with Flashpoint. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys give me this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Or did you already purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to the support channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So that includes an overview of Aquaman from the Flashpoint storyline. This is the gold label Target exclusive. And the Build-A-Figure for Cyborg. And on to the next one.